like I was telling you, not exactly, well, both you can answer the questions. It's, you go first, you go second, whatever. Um, Not exactly a pretty win, but it's a win. Talk about the guts in this one. What was the difference in that second half?
Um, Me personally, I feel like we came out. Once we realized that things wasn't going our way, we didn't see anyone go their own direction. We used that time to actually become closer as a team, and guys gelled together, and there was a lot of voices out there, and we was all for each other pretty much, and made it work.
I think every game there's always a time where another team goes on a run. It's just a matter of how you fight back and how your team handles adversity. So
4-game winning streak. Now, how much of that is a part of this in that when things are going right, you find that way to win?
I don't think it's about just 4 games. I think we try to go into every game trying to be 1-0. So after this one, we'll go into the next day, fresh start, fix up our mistakes, and just go the next game trying to go 1-0.
I mean, like he said, it's just one day at a time, for real, one game at a time, and just me being an older guy, having experience. Like a 4-game winning streak doesn't get you anything. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't get a bonus for a 4-game winning streak or anything like that. So I just said it earlier before we started, like never get too high, never get too low. Like, you know what I'm saying? We didn't win anything. We just won 4 games in a row. So I feel like we started building, and let's continue to build by brick by brick, I mean.
Good teams find a way to win too.
Right.
How much of this was one of those, how much of this game was one of those where, hey, you know what? The three's not dropping for us, defense is hot and cold.
I feel like that's when you got to lean on your teammates the most, and we was there. For me, I didn't make a shot in the first half. Like I was 0 for in the first half, and just still hearing my teammates in my ear, still wanting me to shoot them shots, and still believing in me and things like that. And that's down the line. Like if Rike was in that situation, he would have felt the same voices and everything from everybody else. So I just feel like that's just from us, like gelling together, and you know what I'm saying, we love each other in the locker room.
Totally agree. It's a difference when, as an individual, you have a family to pick you back up. We all fall, so it's about how you get back up.
They cut it to 47-46. You guys go on that 13-4 run. How important was that time of the game? How proud are you of your team to, when they kept picking, getting it close, you finally found that stretch to take off?
Oh, it feels great, to be honest. Shoot, when it goes back to your previous question, adversity, you have to just find a way to get through it. And when you get through it, it feels good. And so we're kind of proud of the win today.
I feel like it pretty much just came down to toughness, getting stops, executing on the other end, and just being focused, and I feel like that's where the run came. Like once I felt like guys were like locking in more mentally, I feel like that's when that run started to come that you was just talking about. So once guys mellowed down and just, start letting the game come to them and just let it be natural, I feel like everything took care of itself from there.
Good.
Guys, last week Coach said you guys kind of started slow, like that first 8 minutes against Southern, and then this week looked like you kind of were fast and then kind of slowed back down in that first half. Just talk about kind of the difference. I mean, you guys were also off game.
Right. I mean, when coach is making that emphasis all week in practice, like you'll be crazy not to come out, and deliver the first punch, as he would say. Like you said, last week we came out the first 8 minutes and got hit first, and then we responded. We all know how that could go either way, and unfortunately we were able to come back last week, and it didn't hurt us. But there are teams that you will play, and there are games where you allow that to happen, and there is no coming back because there's good teams. So it's just a learning experience.
Huge learning experience. Like he said, when coach emphasizes it all week, that means you don't do it when you come into the next game. So that's about it.
And then last question I've got, the press. Do you guys feel more comfortable breaking that? Or just tell me a little bit about how you're breaking down the press.
Their press?
Their press compared to both teams have press.
Oh, yeah, so the previous 2 teams we played have been very good in stealing and
So just
implementing a press. I think I think going into last game and having that first 8 minutes, and we had 8 turnovers in the first 8 minutes. Going into the last game really opened our eyes up to notice, okay, this team's gonna press us. We really have to be disciplined in the press and take control of the ball. That was a big emphasis going into this game, and I think that's a big emphasis going into the rest of the games in the season.
Personally, I feel like when dealing with a press, it's just execution, just like if you was running any other play. We all got spots, and I mean, you get to your spots like technically like if you're trapping, you can't guard everybody on the floor. So if you get to your spots and everybody make the right play, then obviously we got the advantage.